1. What is happening, YouTube? This is Trent with GTYGO behind the camera. And Duelist, what is your name?
I am JD, back again.
Oh man, it's like you've been on this channel before or something. Oh snap. So JD, what regional did you go to this weekend?
I went to Louisville, Kentucky and got 26th place with none other than Gren Maju.
Wait, where's this Louisville? Anyways, but you said Gren Maju?
Gren Maju.
Oh, snap.
OTK.
Okay. So we're about to dive into this deck profile real quick here, but anything you want to say about the deck before we get started at all?
Read your cards, folks.
Read your cards. I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit more later too. But just gonna hop into teams here.
All right. So to start off, we've got 3 Gren Maju Deiza.
Nice field center.
Thank you. So, classic Yu-Gi-Oh card, simple effect, gains 400 for every remove from play, banished card you've got.
Okay. I mean, that's easy enough.
Easy enough. Next card, 3 Eater. Basically, you use your extra deck as a resource, just like you would if you were playing Guru with Extravagance or something like that. You banish at least 5 cards from your extra, which is important because you get the choice to special summon him. In the battle phase, if he battles one of your opponent's monsters, instead of going to damage calc, you can just banish it face down. He gains 100 attack for every face down banished card. Really, really good at getting Gren Maju pumped up turn 2 to get that OTK.
Bro, I'll get you some ultras, I promise.
I've got 2. I just wanted a matching set.
Oh, I have like 2 ultras.
Damn it.
In my book.
Anywho, second best card in the deck, Gizmek.
Oh, Serpent Trolling.
He went up because of this deck in Orcust. You play a level 8 engine, so his level is very important. A quick effect, you can banish 8 from the top of your deck to special summon him, or you can banish 3 from your extra deck, your choice again, which is always nice, to pop a face-up monster.
Hashtag in phase.
In phase, indeed. Your in phase, their in phase is when you're going to activate a lot of your cards. It's really important to make sure to activate the relevant cards, him being one of them, and the next one will come later.
Gotcha.
3 Bigfoot, and I'll go ahead and throw on 3 Thunderbird as well.
Bad Dangers.
Bad Dangers
going
in
first.
Everything except this deck. Okay. We're going second. So when we discard them, which we have plenty of ways to do so, we pop cards. And popping cards is always nice. When I side, sometimes I'll side out a Bigfoot or 2 to side in like Twin Twisters and stuff, because I'm more worried about back row necessarily than monsters, because I can just attack over whatever they got.
Those are big boys too.
Thunderbird, yeah, and they're big, they're level 8, we can special them. Very nice attributes to have for a monster card.
Also a little synergy to trade in, I think you also
yes,
run. Yes,
you gotta run trade in. Because you run the castle cards. These are the 2 monsters. Glyph grabs the castle specials Hex pops a card.
I'm a boss ass. Oh,
she is a boss. We'll call her babe. She's a boss.
She's
babe.
a boss ass babe.
So yeah, Hex pops a card, can attack twice on monsters.
Level 8.
If she destroys something, she can give a 400 boost to any of your monsters, not just herself. Permanent. It's really, really good.
Because you were worried about high attack anyways. So another 400 boost, baby.
Yes.
Boosting.
And then hand trap.
Oh shit! I already
we play.
Wait, is that Dwayne? No.
It's a big ass rock. This card is auto win against so many decks.
How many times did you count to 5 this weekend?
A lot of times.
Did you vocally do it,
no, what I did, I hid my hand and I just kind of counted literally. And then the thumb was the 5th to know I could activate it. Nibiru, he tributes everything on the field, not just their monsters, and he specials himself to your field. They get a token with their combined stats, but who cares? You're popping it anyway. Unless there's a story time coming up later.
We'll set one of these guys
to the side.
All right,
Sure.
all right.
Sure. Next 3 cards. Dimension Shifter.
So you like this card?
I like it. It's great in this deck. I would also consider running it in Thunder, maybe. It's basically what Droll was during Danger FGK format. It is a turn.
I don't want to talk about that.
It's a turn skip. Sky Striker, Salad, Orcus cannot play through it. It's just a fact. You drop this, they have a subpar board, and it's easy to break apart an OTK through it. The only problem is it's got to be in your starting 5. We play 41 in this deck, so we have less than a third of a chance of seeing it. When you see it later, it's a brick. But it was relevant enough times, we decided to play it. It stole a game against Striker. It's a fairly good card. In other strategies, I'd probably play Ash instead, or Phantasme or something. But it's pretty good in Gren Maju, so...
Nice.
Next 2 cards, I showed them earlier.
Oh, God.
All I can say, people, is please read that card.
RTFC.
Read.
And if you don't know what that means, read the fucking card.
Read the fucking card. So Trent said earlier, keep this fact.
Story time.
So I was playing against a Trap Tricks player, and they got 5 summons on their 3rd turn, and I Nibiru'd them. Summoned the token, did all the good stuff. I didn't have a Hexen deck, so I couldn't pop it. Unfortunately, so I had to pass with Stromberg on my side of the field and no monsters.
Look at that text block. Jesus fucking Christ.
He takes the token I summon off Nibiru, switches it into attack position, and proceeds to attack right into it. For those who don't know...
What does it do? What does it do?
It destroys your monster when you declare attacks.
Okay.
And you take half as direct damage.
Oh, no.
He had 13,000 Nibiru. He had 5,200 life points left.
Quick
he
math.
Instantly lost attacking with a Nibiru token into Stromberg. So, the moral of the story. Read the fucking card.
It's worth the 30 seconds of not losing round 6 or 7, right?
Next. I swear to God, I almost cried when it got negated by Common Ash.
Swear to me.
3 Pot of Desires. They are ultimate rare.
What? Was that from a previous pack opening from this channel?
2 of them are.
Maybe so. Maybe so. But you don't know what that card does. You +1.
You +1.
Or plus a lot in this deck.
Yeah. So I kind of joke the pay cost is more important than actually drawing 2.
Well, now.
Because it got ashed. It didn't matter. I banished 10 and had Gren Maju in hand. So we lit.
Love it.
Now on to the draw card.
Oh, okay.
Trade in. We play Hex. We play Bigfoot, Thunderbird, Gizmek.
Blue Eyes White Dragon? Wrong deck.
Wrong deck. But we do play 12 targets, so it's worth it to run these
and
3.
With Dangers, it's just free if they have a board.
It's so free.
Yeah, I bet.
If I update this deck at all, I may play around with Dimension Shifter. Instead of using that, I'll play Ogopogo.
So tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
I'll play Ogopogo instead in a response team, so this truly becomes a pot of greed.
Super free. It's fair.
Next, the sack cards. Duh.
Can that card? Listen. This card? We already said fuck. Yeah. Why the fuck is this card at 3?
It was.
Did it steal any?
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah.
So many times I summoned Starving Venom Fusion.
Fuck that.
Summoned Mud Dragon to protect my cards. Like, oh. So good.
Screams and Koi Lama.
Incredibly good.
Screams and Koi Lama.
I could cut it to go down to 40, but 41 is an invite winning number. Or if you're... It is prismatic.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh.
Isn't that nice?
Go Jesus.
Or if you're Raphael Nevin, it's a YCS winning number. So.
Oh, where?
The only foreign card in this deck. Terrifying.
That's a new one for you.
We're adding Castle. I mean, we play 7. It's a very important card to have.
I like my field spell.
Last, we bury Gizmek. He activates from graveyard or hand.
That's free.
The only time it gets conflicted with is when you have Shifter. So even then, you could theoretically thin if you wanted to, or pump up
the volume.
Gren Maju, do whatever. Gotcha. So great card.
Great card.
So 41 card main. We'll get started on the extra.
Some extra.
Never summoned, but we don't like Ibli, so we keep it in there.
Okay.
Summoned a handful of times, just to clear extra back row. Never summoned. Didn't summon on the day of the regionals. I summoned it.
Is that Transformer?
Basically. Summoned it once at locals. It was bad. I would have rather summoned Dingrisu. I will probably cut it.
Ding ding.
I don't really care about the search effect because it activates on the end phase. Who gives a fuck?
Oh. Card's good.
Everything's level 8. It gets its second effect. Against Salad, it destroys it. I never played Salad, so unfortunately I never summoned this. But
that probably shits on Thunder Dragon too.
It's so good, so good.
Broken.
So 5 links.
5 in the link, 2 in the.
3 super poly targets. I never played Salad, so that often got banished for Eater. But Mud Dragon is incredible against certain strategies because they can't target.
Why no Drago Step Pelia for Thunder Dragon?
Because Starving Venom, they're all darks anyway, so you don't really care.
No, for sure.
Levianeer is a dark, Diabolos is a dark. So I may play more super poly targets now because Pendulums, I had an awkward situation today where they had 3 dragons on board, but none of them were the same attribute. So they're this might change up a little, especially that barricade blocker. It might become a new super poly target. Who knows? All right, on to the Rake 8 engine.
Stop yelling at me.
Okay.
The card's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I cheesed a win against a Sky Striker player.
Are they top decking?
Huh?
It'd be funny if they're top decking.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. Hayate attempted to attack. Its second effect I didn't even know about until I read it literally yesterday. You can detach 1 to make it the attack target. They had 1,000 life points left. They lost.
Broken.
Zombie Sign. 45, 1,000 negates.
You're putting on some big bodies anyway, so that just...
Never summoned it.
Oh.
Didn't need to.
Fair.
If you're going to summon this, you might as well summon the Cypher package, which I'll show later.
Okay.
If you go first, that's not terrible.
That is a large-looking Abyss Dweller.
Basically.
It's a big one.
If you're going first, that's not a terrible card to end on, as well as Dingrisu.
Oh, ding ding.
A lot of people didn't know. You can literally summon it with 2 level 8s. You don't need all the Orcus cards, but...
Wait. Oh, my God. You make that as a rank 8 for real?
Yes. It's generic.
That's interesting.
You want to summon those on your first turn if you are unfortunate and go first, solely because they either protect themselves and stop your opponent from doing something, so summon him against Salad, or protect anything on your field. If you have Stromberg, Dingrisu is a great card because they can't get rid of it.
Fair.
It's incredible.
Incredible.
Last 3 cards, the Cypher Engine.
Nice Blue Eyes deck.
Basically. For those who don't know, you summon this one. It can steal a monster. I only use that effect once because its secondary effect only allows it to attack directly. Sometimes you don't care because Gren Maju is gonna just attack into something anyway. But other times you actually would rather just pop a card with him, maybe attack with him, or you can pop a second card. This one has to be face up. This can be any card. So yeah.
Very nice.
If he dies, you can special one of them from the grave. Usually you'll get him.
Lots of attack, big dragons.
He was enough to win a game against Thunder. They Destrudoed. They ended the board with Diabolos and a Nibiru token. And I popped the Nibiru token. He attacked over Diabolos, and then Nibiru was the 3,000 I needed for game.
Nice.
Side deck. Don't really take this to heart. Some of these cards absolutely play. I'll try to show those first. The other 6, I would say stay away from. You can do better. I'm already trying to find better cards. So to start, Twin, you don't like back row. I mean, we're attacking. Why on earth do we...
Safest side deck card ever made.
Yeah, I mean, that can be in any side deck.
Fair.
If I'm forced to go first, that card's good. The only time it conflicts in my deck is Gizmek can't be turned into Dingrisu. So you just make Ding first, I guess.
Fair.
You, against Thunder, you swap out the Shifter for the Lancia.
Card is good.
Okay, so these 6, I wouldn't play that again. I would play Hey Trunade instead.
Hola, Tornado.
And I would probably play Dogwood instead of Soul Absorption, although it's kind of funny in time.
People get hella petty on that.
Yeah, but I cited it once and never saw it. So yeah.
There.
That is the deck profile.
Well, wrapping up this 2-hour deck profile. Congratulations, JD.
Thank you so much.
Any shout outs? Anything you want to say?
Trent for sure. GTYGO. It's the squad. I want to shout out the one hero guy next to me that just got top 32. That was hilarious. And shout out to Derek for being a good vendor, buying some cards from me. So yeah.
Oh wow, very nice. All right, JD, thanks for sharing with us. This is Trent GTYGO signing out.